Turkey's military Operation Spring Shield was triggered by airstrikes that killed 34 Turkish soldiers stationed at observation points within Idlib. The regime is pushing to retake the province, which is the last major opposition stronghold in Syria. But Ankara wants Moscow-backed Syrian forces to fall back to lines agreed between Russia and Turkey in 2018. Thousands of Turkish troops are stationed in Idlib, and the Defense Ministry says drone and airstrikes have taken out a large number of Syrian regime military assets in the last few days alone.
In the framework of the Operation Spring Shield, so far, 2 regime warplanes, 2 drones, 8 helicopters, 135 tanks, 5 air defense systems, 86 cannons, howitzers, multiple rocket launchers, 16 anti-tank missiles and mortars, 77 armored vehicles, 9 ammunition depots in different locations, and 2,557 regime elements and soldiers have been neutralized. We continue targeting as planned.
Military airfields well beyond the front lines were also targeted. Turkish-backed Syrian opposition forces have taken advantage of the situation to reclaim ground from the regime, including the strategically important town of Sarakib. Over the past 3 months, the United Nations says the Syrian regime offensive has forced 1 million civilians to flee towards the Turkish border. Ankara, which already hosts 3.7 million Syrian refugees, is determined to avoid another influx of people escaping the bombardment in Idlib, so its frontier with Syria remains closed. But Turkey has opened its borders with European countries, saying it will no longer prevent refugees and migrants from crossing into the EU. Tens of thousands of people have amassed at Greece's border demanding entry. Greek security forces have used tear gas, stun grenades, and even erected barbed wire fences to prevent their passage. Ankara says more than 100,000 people have entered Europe in the past few days, but Greek officials have contested these figures.
Whoever has gotten through, and there have been few cases of people that have gotten through, have been arrested by Greek authorities.
The EU has said it will hold an emergency meeting of its foreign ministers to discuss the ongoing fighting in Idlib and the refugee crisis it has triggered. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan is also due to meet with his Russian counterpart later this week.
On Thursday, I'll go to Moscow. Mr. Putin and I will be assessing the situation. I hope a ceasefire will be reached, or that we will take the necessary measures there to find a solution to this matter once and for all.
Moscow and Ankara may back opposite sides in the Syrian conflict, and both are deeply involved in Idlib, but each has stated it seeks no further escalation.